Hello friends, in this video lecture I'll be focusing on practical solutions of Modigliani and Miller of dividend theory. That means finding the value of share based on the dividend policy by considering the Modigliani-Miller model. Though I'll be putting name as Modigliani-Miller, but there are three policies, or you can say there are three approaches of finding value of share based on dividend theory. One is Walter model, which I have discussed in my previous video. Gordon model, that also I have discussed in the previous video, and in this video I will be discussing on Modigliani-Miller, and plus I'll also discuss Walter and Gordon model. So all in all, we can say this video will be discussing all three models of calculating value of share based on dividend theory. So let's first focus on the practicals of Modigliani-Miller, and we'll find out what is the value of share. There are two methods of finding value of share based on Modigliani and Miller. In one model, a company is looking for new investment, and company will issue new shares if company is in shortage of fund. So in that policy we'll also find out new number of shares considering the new investment policy and find out the value of share. But in second, there is a calculation of Modigliani-Miller by considering maybe company will pay dividend, and if company does not pay dividend, what is the value of share. In that second part, they will not be considering any new number of shares. So let's see the question and for the solutions. So here is a question in front of your screen. Let us first discuss the question. ABC Limited has total capital of rupees 10 lakh in equity shares of rupees 100 each. So the value of share is rupees 100. The shares are currently quoted at par. Right now the value of share is 100. The company proposes to declare, so expected dividend, we can say the company is planning to pay 10 rupees dividend per share at the end of current year. The capitalization rate is 12%. You can say investors expected rate 12%, or we can say minimum growth the company can give is 12%. If company is not paying dividend, let's say for example you all are my shareholder in this company, I'm earning, and if I don't want to pay money, my earnings as dividend to you, so as a company my job is whatever amount I'm keeping as retained earnings, I have to give growth of 12%. So we can also say this 12% is the growth rate as far as share price is concerned. Our job is to find out what is the value of share if company is not declaring dividend. If company does not declare, so what should be value of share, and if company declares dividend, then what is value of share. So this is just a question. Note down this question in your book, and the next part of this video will discuss the answer. So this is the answer. So it's quite simple. Before understanding this answer of this question, or you can say case, let us discuss the logical answer of this question. Now as per Modigliani and Miller, they say is if company does not pay dividend, whatever company is earning, actually company is earning for equity shareholder. So let's say the company is earning 10 rupees, so when company is paying 10 rupees, that is fine. But if company is not paying 10 rupees, company is keeping retaining this 10 rupees with itself, then it's a responsibility of company that next year the value of share should at least increase by expected rate, that is whatever the expected rate of company. Now in our example, the expected rate is 12%, investors expected rate is 12%. So if company is not paying dividend, does not declare a dividend, so next year at least 12% the value of share should rise. And one more thing, whenever we calculate as per Modi Gilani Miller valuation of share, we always start with value of share when company is not declaring dividend, right? And then only we will calculate, even though the question is reverse, find the value of share when company pay dividend, and number 2, find the value of share if company does not pay dividend. We always start with company does not pay dividend. So the solution, which you can see in blue font, if company does not pay any dividend, it means company share price will at least grow by the expected rate. So our job is to find out value of share after 1 year. Whatever the value of share today, after 1 year it will be grow by the expected rate. So the formula is P1, next year the value will be whatever today, P0 plus growth rate 1 plus G. 100 into 1 plus 0.12, that means 100 into 1.12. Next year the value of share will be 112. So this is what even company does not pay dividend. Now what's the logic why we should always start with company does not pay dividend, right? So once we have the value of share when company does not pay dividend, which is 112, now in green part the solution is if company pays dividend. So I'll provide two solutions. Number one, how to find out the value of share when company pays dividend. So for example, if I'm not paying, so definitely value of share after 1 year will be 112. If I am not paying, that means the value of share has grown up from 100 to 112. But if I am paying, so how much value of share I am paying, which is 10 rupees. So out of 112 I am deducting 10 rupees, so remaining part is 102. So this is what the value of share is. If company declares dividend, so company's net worth will reduce by 10 rupees, value of share will reduce by 10 rupees. The logic is whenever company is paying dividend, the cash part from the asset side reduces and the liability of company also reduces. In short, the balance sheet of company reduces by 10 rupees. And when the company's balance sheet reduces by 10, value of share will also reduce by 10, or you can say amount of dividend. And that's the logic. We should always start with the value of share when company does not pay dividend, which is 112. And when company is paying dividend of 10 rupees, we deduct 10 rupees from this. So 112 minus 10, automatically the answer is 102. So this is what the first calculation which we have done based on Modi Gilani Miller dividend theory. Let's see the next question and the solution. This is second question of Modi Gilani Miller dividend theory. Again, our job is to find out value of share, but the way of presentation of this question is different as compared to earlier question. In earlier question, everything was mentioned clearly, like earning per share was given, rate of return was given, expected rate which was 12, or you can say growth rate which is 12, that was also given. But in this question nothing has been mentioned. Our job is to find out everything and then we can calculate what is value of share if company pays dividend and what is the value of share if company does not pay dividend. So let's understand the question and also note down this information in your paper. Now Excel Limited is providing 25% return to its shareholder. That means this is internal rate of return, or you can say company's capacity to provide return to its shareholder, which is 25%. So this is R, 25%. The current market price of share is 80. Right now the value of share is 80 and company has total 1 crore 25 lakh shares outstanding. That means 1.25 crore shares outstanding. These are the number of shares, 1 crore 25 lakhs. The firm is expected to earn 4 crore. That means this is total earnings of company, but to find out the earning per share we need to divide this by number of shares. So 4 crore divided by 1 crore 25 lakh shares, that we will be doing at the time of answer. Let us first discuss the question. And the company want investment of 6 crore. The company is distributing its dividend at 75% of earning. Now that means whatever company owns per share, company has a policy of paying 75% as dividend and remaining 25%, that means retention ratio is 25%. Out of 100, 75% company is paying as dividend. So remaining 100 minus 75%, which is 25%, is called retention ratio, and it is denoted as small b. To meet the expansion of budget, company is thinking of skipping dividend. Now company is looking for expansion, company is looking for takeover of the other company, and for this company is planning not to pay dividend. Our job is to calculate the value of farm under two condition. Number one, if company is continuing its policy of paying 75% of dividend, and number two, if company does not pay dividend, that means company skip the dividend. Now as I just said few minutes ago in this video, whenever our job is to find out value of share by using Modi Gilani Miller, our job is first to start with if company does not pay dividend, and whatever the value of share, will just minus the amount of dividend, that will be the value of share. So this is just a question, let's concentrate the answer in this next part of this video. Now as we have discussed a few minutes back, in this question the informations are not directly given, so first our job is to find out information whatever we want. So I've just noted down the information which is given. R, which is company's capacity to earn 25%, is given. Number of shares outstanding are 1 crore 25 lakh, that is 1.25 crore. The company's expected profit is 4 crore and company require investment 6 crore, and dividend payout ratio is 75%. So that means reverse is retention ratio, which is 25%. Now to find out earning per share, what we'll do is the formula of earning per share is total earnings divided by number of shares, which is 4 crore divided by 1.25 crore number of shares, which comes to 3 rupees 20 paisa, which is earning per share. So the EPS of company is 3.2 and company has policy of paying 75% of this. So dividend per share, which you can see in blue font, which is 2 rupees 40 paisa, is DPS, dividend per share. Now as I said, we'll first start with finding out the value of share when company is not paying dividend, and to find out this we need expected rate or we need growth rate. Now to find out growth rate, the formula which we all have is retention ratio multiplied by rate of return, that is ROE. So G, that is growth rate, equals to B into ROE. Retention we have is 25%, and ROE, that is company's capacity to earn, is 25%, and which comes to 6.25% of growth rate of the company. So that means this is what the growth rate of company is. Now we'll concentrate on the value of share if company does not pay dividend, and then if company pays dividend. So the growth rate is 6.25%. Now we'll calculate if company does not pay dividend, what is the value of share. So if company does not pay dividend, the company's responsibility is to give at least 6.25% growth rate on the present value of share, and right now the value of share is 80 rupees. So that's why after 1 year the value of share will be 80 plus 6.25% growth rate, and that comes to 85 rupees. So if company skip the dividend, if company does not pay dividend, the value of share after 1 year will be 85, which is on left hand side of this screen. You can see the answer. Now on right hand side, if company pays dividend, if company declares dividend, that is based on the present policy, company's earnings are 3.2, EPS is 3.2, and dividend payout ratio is 75%, and that comes to 2.40 rupees. So if company is paying 2.40 rupees, the value of share will reduce by 2 rupees 40 paisa, or you can say the net worth of the company will reduce by 2 rupees 40 paisa multiplied by number of shares. So if company declares dividend as per the present policy, the value of share is 85 minus 2 rupees 40 paisa, and that comes to 82 rupees 60 paisa. So this is the solution from Modi-Gilani and Miller model of dividend theory. Now in the next part of this video we'll also discuss remaining two model, which is Walter and Gordon model. This is a question which consists of finding out the value of share based on Walter model also and Gordon model of dividend theory. So let's again discuss the question and then we'll go for a quick answer of this Walter and Gordon, because in detail explanation I have made in my previous part of this video. The following question is like this: the data is available for Maruti company. EPS is already directly given, which is rupees 3. Rate of return of company, which is R, is given 15%. Cost of capital is 12%. Now this is the basic information which we want whenever we calculate Walter, Gordon or model. So this information is directly given. But now the first part of this question is, if the Walter's formula we are using, then our job is to find out if company is paying 50% dividend, what is value of share. If company is paying 75% dividend, then what is value of share. And if company is paying 100% dividend, then what is value of share. And similarly for Gordon also, if we use Gordon formula, and if company is having 75% payout, that means 75% retention, what is ratio or what is value of share? 50% dividend ratio, that means 50% retention ratio, and 75% dividend ratio, that means 25% retention ratio, what is value of share. This is what the basic question. And now we'll go for detailed solution. First we'll go for Walter model for all these three policy, and then Gordon model for given three policies. This is a solution of question which we have discussed. Now in this we'll discuss first a value of share based on Walter. If company is paying 50% of dividend, then what is value of share? If company is paying 75% of dividend, then what is the value of share? And if company is paying 100% dividend, then what is the value of share? So let's see the first, when company is paying 50% dividend, out of 3 rupees of earnings, 50% company is paying as dividend. So first dividend is 1.50 plus company's capacity is 15%, so R is 0.15 divided by expected rate is 12, so 0.12 multiplied by earnings minus dividend. So earnings of company is 3 as it is, but now company is paying 50%, so 1.5 is dividend, and whole divided by expected rate, which is 0.12. So by solving this we can get 3.375 divided by 0.12, and which comes to 28.125 if company is paying 50% of dividend. Similarly, if company is paying 75% of earnings as dividend, so out of 3, 75% company is paying as dividend, which is 2.25. So remaining part which company is not paying is 0.75, which is last paragraph, last bracket, 3 minus 2.25 multiplied by company's capacity 0.15 divided by expected rate 0.12 whole divided by 0.12. By solving this we can get 3.1875 divided by 0.12, so 26.56. Just give you a quick short revision of this. Walter says when company's capacity is more than investors expected, company should pay less dividend and have more retention. So when company is paying 50%, value of share is 28, but when company is paying more, from 50 to 75, value of share reduces, and again from 75 to 100, again company of share will reduce. So as per Walter, when R is greater than K, company should pay 0% dividend. Now let's see the last calculation when there is 100% payout. So the value of share will be 3 plus everything company will be paying as dividend, so 3 plus 0.15 divided by 0.12 multiplied by, nothing is left, all company has paid as dividend, so 3 minus 3, 0. So 3 divided by 0.12, that comes to 25. So this is what, based on Walter dividend theory, the value of shares will reducing if company is keeping more dividend payout ratio, even if R is, that is company's capacity, is more than investors expected rate. Let's see in the next part Gordon model and finding the value of share as per Gordon model. Let's discuss value of share as per Gordon model. And as you can see, the formula of Gordon is next year's earning into 1 minus retention ratio divided by expected rate minus growth, or you can say B into R, retention into ROE. So when company is paying 25% as dividend, so that indirectly says 75% company is retaining with itself. So first we'll find out what is growth, that is B into R. Retention is 75%, which is B, and company's capacity is 15%, which is R. And by finding out B into R, 11.25% is growth rate. Now let's put up this figures into formula. EPS is 3, 1 minus retention, which is 75, 0.75 divided by 0.12 minus 11.75% as growth rate. By solving this, we can find value of share is 100 rupees. Now at the same time, let's also assume, we also have to keep in mind the Gordon also says when company is paying less dividend percentage, the value of share will be high when company's capacity is more, that is R is greater than K. So again in this also we'll also try to prove when company is paying less percentage of dividend, the value of share is high. When company is paying only 25%, value of share 100, and as and when company is paying more payout from 25 to 50, from 50 to 75, value of share has reduced subsequently. Now the second part is when company is paying 50% payout. So when company is paying 50% payout, retention is also 50%. So by finding out growth rate, B into R is 0.5 into 15%, which is 7.5%, and by solving this, value of share is 33.33 rupees. And when company is paying 75% payout, which means 25% is retention, and when 25% retention, the growth rate will be 25 into 15, that is 3.75%. And by using this Gordon model and the growth rate of 3.75%, the value of share becomes 18.81. So that proves when Walter and Gordon both are saying when R is greater than K, which is a growth firm, the dividend payout should be less. There should be either 0% dividend, or company should keep as low dividend as possible, which improves the value of share. So thank you very much for the listening, and for the other materials you can always visit my blogspot. Thank you once again for the listening.